In this video, we will show you how to create a connection to your client's QuickBooks Online account to allow the import of IIF files using detamoov. First, you will need to adopt the QuickBooks Online Move definition to your account. To do so, click the Moves option on the left-hand side, then click the Add button in the upper right. Under the Recommended Moves for Use section, click to expand the Account General Ledger section here. Here you will see the options for IIF to QuickBooks Online in a tab and comma delimited format. We'll select the IIF tab delimited to QuickBooks Online Move here. The specific steps used to move an IIF file to QuickBooks Online will be shown on the right. To adopt the move to your account, click the Use This Move button. You've successfully adopted the QuickBooks Online Move definition. We'll now configure it to meet your client's needs. The QuickBooks Online Move definition will send a notification once the import is successful. This notification can be configured on the Move definition level, shown here, and on a client-by-client basis, covered later in this video. To configure the notification step, click on the cog icon here, then toggle the Use Default Parameters to the off position. Enter in an email address into the email address field. Multiple addresses can be entered here, separating them by a comma. We'll enter in an email address into the Reply To field. This address will be used if the recipient replies to the email. Only enter a single email address into this field. A predefined subject and body have been provided for you and can be configured based upon your needs. To complete the notification step, click the Save Changes button. The QuickBooks import step can also be configured to change the default parameters, which will map the name field in the IIF file to a vendor entity in QuickBooks Online, and then auto-create the entity if it doesn't already exist. To change the default settings, click on the cog icon for the QBO import step here, and toggle the Use Default Parameters to the off position. Here you can change the defaults as you see fit for your client. If you wish to receive a report of the imports to QuickBooks, enter one or more email addresses in the field here, and click the Save Changes button. You are now ready to configure the QuickBooks Online Move definition for your client. Click the Add button in the Move Configuration section on the right, and either select an existing client from the drop-down, or click the plus sign to add a new client. We'll add a new client. We'll enter the client's code, followed by the client's name, and click the Add button. Then we'll set the status to Active, and select their expected payroll frequency. Then we'll enter a value in the File Name Starts With field. The file uploaded to detamoov for this client must start with this value, and optionally a value in the file name contains. Then click Next. Here you can set delays and approvals for each step and set configurations specific to this client. These configurations will override the previously discussed global configurations. If you wish to change the client's import step configuration, locate the QBO import step and toggle the Use Default Parameters to the off position, then make the necessary changes. If you would like to configure the notification step for this client, toggle the Use Default Parameters to the off position for the Notify step. Here you can include additional email addresses in the email address field separated by a comma. Once you've configured the client, click the Next button at the bottom, then click the Save Changes on the review page. Your client is now configured for the QuickBooks Online Move definition. Next, detamoov will need authorization to import the files into the client's QuickBooks Online account. In the Move Configurations section, hover over the client row and click on the link icon. Then click the Copy button to copy the URL to provide to your client for authorization. On the authorization page, expand the QuickBooks Online section and click Connect to QuickBooks to authorize detamoov. After signing into QuickBooks Online, click the Connect button when prompted to connect to detamoov. You'll be redirected back to detamoov, and the QuickBooks Online section will now show as connected. You are now ready to import your IIF files to detamoov.